If there's anything I could change about the league to make it better, probably just all the guys sitting resting. That's the only thing I probably don't like. 80%, you got to play. I don't like all the sitting, missing games and stuff like these people. I take pride in trying to play every game because I don't know, it might be one fan that has never seen me play and I'm trying to play. So
we are one game into the regular season and Joel Embiid is already scheduled to miss a week for knee injury management.
Are you serious?
He already said he will never play back-to-backs again in his career. The NBA is conducting an investigation, and Paul George, who is also sitting out back-to-backs, did not play in the season opener. If Joel Embiid is unable to play in the first game of the season with no scheduled back-to-back, then why was he playing in the Olympics? He said he wants to make sure he's ready for the playoffs, so he's minimizing risk by sitting out. But why would you sit out at the beginning of the season when you have plenty of time to recover if an injury takes place? I'm starting to question why he even plays in the regular season at all. If you're that worried to the point where you're missing the first week, how would there be a better time to play? If you get hurt in the middle of the season, you won't have time to ramp up for the playoffs, and getting injured at the end of the season means you definitely won't be in the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard and Joel Embiid have the same problem. They are going to get hurt no matter what. So when you're healthy, why not play every game you possibly can? Whether they load manage or not, it's the same outcome. The NBA conducted a study and found that load management doesn't work across the entire league, and we've seen this. In 2021, Kawhi only played 52 games and tore his ACL. When Kawhi only played 52 games in 2022, he was still injured in the middle of a playoff series. Last season, he played a miraculous 68 games and still ended up injured in the middle of the playoffs again. For Joel Embiid, whether he plays 39 games or 68, he still ends up playing through injury in the playoffs. But if you don't believe me, here's Joel Embiid in 2021 when he somehow played 68 games, the most of his career. He said, "I feel like a lot of times in the past, missing back-to-backs and being on a minutes restriction wasn't the right approach, because nowadays, the more I play, the better it gets. If I'm playing every 2 days, I don't get out of shape. I continue what I've been doing, and I stay healthier."
No shit, Sherlock.
Makes sense to me. And despite everyone saying this is a new strategy,
they're doing it differently than they've ever done in Philadelphia. And to get a player like Joel Embiid, who we know the accolades, that's important for players at this stature. At this point, he's going into the season. He does not care. He's going to be taking periodic time off. He's going to be taking time to make sure he's 100% healthy. They're doing it differently than they've ever done in Philadelphia. New strategy in Philly.
You just heard from Joel Embiid. He's been load managed and put on minutes restrictions for his entire career. This is nothing new for Joel Embiid. He hardly ever plays more than 60 games. Nothing is going to change this season. Joel Embiid won't be healthy whether he plays or not. The only impact this rest is going to have on the Sixers is a lower playoff seed without home court advantage against a better team. If they aren't able to play after an entire offseason, there's no time that makes sense for them to be in the lineup. Either play them while they're healthy or shut them down the entire regular season and only play them in the playoffs. Because if that's all you care about, if you don't care about the regular season at all, there's no reason for them to play at all.
82 games, man. This is what the job calls for. You're not practicing. You're not even playing a whole. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man.